Hi all, I'm just taking a minute to update you on our COVID policy at South Church. The COVID task force was able to convene again this past Monday, August 16th. And obviously we had a lot to talk about with the changing climate involving the Delta variant of the COVID virus. What I have to share with you today includes some good news and some not so good news. The good news, of course, is that we are still hoping to move forward with plans to return to in-person worship. And I know how much that means to so many of us to once again be able to be in physical space with one another. And of course, that brings risk. And I don't want to at all pretend that that's not the case. But our feeling is that with the right mitigations in place, with the right policies in place, we can do that with relative safety. And so we are proceeding with that plan to begin with in-person worship on September 12th with 2 services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. The 2 services will allow us to ensure that the number of people in the church is half of what it would be if we had 1 service. And so that's the thinking behind 2 services. It's more work, but it itself is helping us limit risk. So just to review for you of what our current policy is and sort of some of the sadder news, one of the things that we have decided is necessary is to extend the mask mandate for everyone, and that includes people standing at the front of the room. So whereas we were hoping that vaccinated folks would be able to take their masks off from the pulpit, we are actually going to change that policy for the time being while spread is high, and require that everyone vaccinated, vaccination status aside, everyone will be wearing masks anytime they are indoors for any South Church event. So please keep that in mind for smaller groups gathering as well. Our recommendation is that everyone wear masks if you are indoors, period. The other thing that is shifting, and this is the part that I think is a little sadder, is that we at this time do not think it will be safe to have singing or wind instruments in the sanctuary. So we are still talking about what we can do related to music and how to offer that piece of our spiritual connection. But you can anticipate that we will not be singing hymns, and keep your ears out for news about what music will be looking like as we return to in-person worship. The other thing to remind you about is that we are still going to be live streaming worship. The plan is to live stream the 9 a.m. service that will be available to view anytime after 9 a.m. So you can tune in live at 9 a.m. from your home, whether you're in Florida or Germany or Alaska, or right here on the seacoast, but not able to or comfortable to come in person. And then the 11 a.m. worship will not be live streamed, but again, if you are joining church later from home, you can always watch the live stream service, which will be on at 9 a.m. and thereafter. And in terms of children and families, our plan for September is to have everyone meeting in the sanctuary. There will be an upstairs balcony space specifically set up for young ones. So the outer narthex area upstairs will have quiet activities and things that children can pick up to help keep their hands busy during worship. You can run up and grab that and come back down to use it during worship in the pews with your parents, or you can choose to attend service from the balcony area with supervision. There's some more details about that we will be sending out to families. And any day in September where the weather is nice, other than the water in gathering will be all together, but any day thereafter where the weather is nice, we're planning to take children outdoors for service after the time for all ages. So dress for the weather, and if we can do it, we'll be using outdoor space in September. RE programming right now is tentatively set to start in October. And as is the case and has been the case for over a year and a half now, COVID continues to be a moving target. So all of these things may change again. Our hope is that they change for the better. And no matter what, we remind you that you are loved that your safety matters to us, that our community being whole and complete and inclusive matters to us. And wherever you are, I send you joyful greetings on this rainy day. Okay, take care. Oh, one more thing. The COVID task force will be answering more in-depth questions if anyone has them. Look at your newsletter for that information, but they'll be meeting in person for anyone vaccinated, no children, please, on August 29th at noon at the church in the sanctuary. And then they will be meeting on Zoom the following day, Monday night at 7 p.m. So feel free to go there if you would like to ask the COVID task force questions, hear deeper explanations of how we are thinking about things, vent concerns, share ideas. Any COVID related questions or dialogue you wish to have can be directed to that space. Okay, love to all.